Well, I'm trying to get a jump on next week. It's Saturday. It's been raining for the last 2 days. Absolutely nonstop. Nothing but flood warnings. Nothing but wind. But trying to get a jump on the week. We're headed out towards Indianapolis. We've got a truck to drop off at the Mecum Auto Auction in Indy. Has to pick up tomorrow and be checked into the auction on Tuesday. But taking the wedge, so we need some more vehicles to go with us. One of which is this Honda Odyssey. Hopefully the key's just dead. Yeah, because I got my jump box. Let's see, I don't think we're gonna go that way. Last thing I want to do is get this Honda stuck. But this one's paying like $1.30. I think it was $1.37 a mile by itself. So stacking a couple cars. We've got one more. It's a Nissan Xterra. We already got that out of the auction yesterday. Well, got the keys for it. It's a local mom and pop auction by my house. So we'll get this back to the house, and then we'll pick up the Xterra first thing Monday morning, and then get the truck, which is on our way to Indy. A couple hours out in Pennsylvania, so works out well. Don't mind the missing strap. I had to use it for something real quick. I'm running out of lasso straps that are in good shape. I need to order some and keep them both in this trailer and the wedge over there. But today, you guys may say, Jason, why are you outside in the rain getting ready to wash a vehicle? Well, I don't have time. See this truck? Look at that. It's going to be a really good test for that Wash Chems product. I want to get this thing cleaned up because we're going to the Mecum Auto Auction on Monday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. You guys know how that goes. Better be with your mother all day long or you're going to get in trouble. So what happens is you end up out here in the rain. We're kind of getting a break in it right now. And I'm going to get this truck washed off real quick. And doesn't need to be show quality, obviously, but needs to look good going to the auction. So customer that I'm picking up for owns I'm picking up an army truck for him, like an older Dodge, older 50s Dodge. But he owns a Corvette repair shop and stuff, so showing up with clean equipment is going to be the right thing to do because I've actually never met him before. Well, we got our phone down and you can see it's just eating stuff away. Going under the hood too. But you can see all the dirt, just the ground. Let it sit 2 to 3 minutes and we'll see what comes off with it. But you can see the just the mud and gunk just running down off the back of this thing. You can see it there. What'd I tell you? That's just hitting it with the pressure washer real quick. There's a line of the stuff it's bringing off this truck. And there she is. That's no scrubbing. You saw how dirty it was. That is no scrubbing. Told you this stuff's the real deal, Holyfield. Got back window. Boom. Well, that just tells me I need to paint the frame now. This thing's got 165,000 miles on it. But I'll take it. Looks good. Alright, so I'm sitting in the office right now and I'm working on like paperwork, and I got a couple checks to send out and things like that. And I just had to tell this story because we all get these like like we hate brokers and brokers are always against us and things like that. Listen to this situation I got myself into harmlessly dealing with a broker and a customer. So I'm bringing up the email here, and I agreed to pick up a Mercedes. It was a Mercedes going to Indiana, and it was actually getting transported enclosed, but the order was for open, so the customer got pretty much a free enclosed ride. Not free, but you know, the difference between open and enclosed. So they got that, and the customer reached out to me via email as soon as the broker told them they found a transporter, which is okay. So I deliver the vehicle. Guy bought the vehicle sight unseen. Obviously, he bought it online, and wasn't really portrayed the way he thought it'd be. So he was kind of nitpicking the car, and I get that all the time, but it gets a little frustrating when like you're just a transporter. So I'm trying to clean my stuff up, roll my straps up, close the trailer doors and things like that. And he's nitpicking the car and whatnot. And I'm just really just waiting to get paid. So he hands me a check. I just peek into the check to make sure it's of the amount that we agreed on. Well, I noticed that it was $100 over. And it was a certified check, and I was like, well, maybe that's a tip. I didn't really make a big stink of it because with it being a certified check, it's not like he can just go cut me another one and it's 6, 7 o'clock at night, whatever the situation was like. Now, if it was like $300, $400, $500 over, I would have said something. But $100 over, in this transport game, if it's coming from like a private customer, isn't odd. You get tips all the time. So, I get a email here. It says, Jason, broker, insert broker name, says you owe me $100. Is that true? And I said, well, the order was for X amount of dollars. I guess I didn't realize that you had made a mistake. I didn't know if it was a tip or whatnot, but I'm more than happy to refund you $100 if that's what you'd like. And, just trying to do the right thing. Some people would be like, oh, whatever. Transport was great, you keep it. All I got was, please do, period. And I said, I'll put a check in the mail today. And this was back on the 27th. That's why I remembered this story today, because I'm cutting checks for other things. Anyways, I get a message on the 5th that says, I have not received the check yet. I said, well, no, he said, I have not received the check yet. And then immediately after that, in a different email, says, I have felt for this, the check's in the mail. If you need it that bad, keep it. We all have to live with our decisions. And I said, wow, customer name. I cut the check and put it in the mail on the 27th when we talked. We didn't make this mistake, but we are correcting it. I said, if you want, I'll call the bank, I'll void that check, and I'll send another check via USPS Express Mail and send you the tracking number on it. And haven't heard back from him. So, what baffles me is I get it, $100 is $100. Some people tripping over $100. But B, that the broker had to go out of their way to tell the customer that they had overpaid. My guess is once the transport was done, the broker was there like, hey, where's my $100 or whatever it may have been, and they ended up telling the customer that they overpaid me and that money was supposed to go to them. Which, if that was the case, the broker should have reached out to me, and him and I could have squared up on the $100 if that was the case, which I don't have a problem with doing. I mean, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't be collecting the broker's, money. But like when it's like a $600 order and I'm collecting $650 and they just want $50 back, I get it. That's not a big thing. But when it's a couple $100 and I see what they're posting it on the board for versus what they're getting, it gets a little frustrating. But I figured I'd tell that story since I'm sitting here in the office. So anyways, you guys have a good weekend. It's 5:50 on a Saturday, and here I am in the office trying to get some things squared away, get paperwork done for this week, get stuff rolling on the books for next week, and we'll talk to you then. So anyways, you guys have a good weekend. It's 5:50 on a Saturday, and here I am in the office trying to get some things squared away, get paperwork done for this week, get stuff rolling on the books for next week, and we'll talk to you then.